Okay, so I thought it would be interesting to do a video showing how I have been putting together these sort of backwards inking projects. So what's happening at the moment is that behind me, my scanner's going, it's got a tracing paper image that I've been using. I have to post separately about how I generated that because it wasn't the same as usual. I'm using settings in this that I've preset with certain amounts of, so they'll come out at the right resolution and contrast and stuff, because it took me a while to get it right using this program. And I'm sure there's better programs that you can see that the image has gone through. Um, and excuse me while I go the scanner. Okay, so let me scan the next one. Blonk. And this will be a bit faster. So once these are done, I'm going to save them into the Sluice scans folder, and then I'm going to open them up in Affinity. Just a little bit longer. Let me move my desk around so I can actually type stuff when I need to. Okay, so you can see that the scanned image there is a bit brighter than normal. So let's save. Sluice scans, and today's date, which is 20th November. Save, and then once that's done, that'll open there. But what I've got here is that in the Sluice folder, I've got this Sluice template, and when I open that up, you can see how I sort of have operationalized making these pages. So here in Affinity is the Sluice template, and so what that's got in it down here is that you've got this blue border showing where the white bit is the actual page. This is just like the template set up for myself, and then it's got two adjustment layers here, which give the right amount of contrast and color and stuff that I want, and then just like the base plate underneath that. So then I'll go File, Open, Sluice Scans, pick out the new ones, and so that's pretty dirty. I mean, yeah. So what I'm going to do with this is that I just want the line work, and I don't want all the crap over the top of it. I'm going to have to do this annoying thing though, where it looks like there's a little gap in there. So let's fill that so that when I start doing fills and stuff, I don't lose loads of artwork. Just double check that I can't see any obvious ones in here. Okay, so I'm going to do a select sample color, choose that, and then bump this slider up here. And this is what often works for me. I'm sure there's a better way to do it, but I'm going to invert that so I've selected everything that's not black, and then I'm going to erase everything, and that should give me just the line work, that stuff. And if I just whack on one of those, bump up the contrast and take the brightness down a bit, I'll get blacker. I've never been able to get it perfect, but that'll do. So then if I merge the visible, I'll get that. And then if I Control A, Control C, and then paste that in there, and because of the way the template works, it should go into the right place. So that's near enough. I mean, nobody's noticed before, I don't think, that it's different. And so I'll grab this page, and so I don't know if you can tell, but whereas normally I'd make this by tracing over the original page, all I did was trace the outline of the panels that I'd made, and then I coloured it in entirely separately and differently. to get this. So what I'm going to do is Control A, Control C that, and paste it on underneath to see what it looks like. This is the first time that I'll have seen this in action. Right, I'm going to have to nudge this about a bit, but it looks, well, it looks a bit mental to be honest, but that's good. And then just on the tracing layer, I'm just going to do a fill of white to block out all any mess that's underneath there. So hopefully this will work without covering anything in. I don't want it. There we go. Right, and then File, Export, JPEG, and I'm going to save that as in the Sluice JPEGs folder, for fuck's sakes, and put that, and it's page 339, and then it's ready for upload. There we go. I hope that was interesting for somebody. Let me know if it was interesting, and if it wasn't, keep your mouth shut. Nobody cares about your opinion.